All right, let's get started here. I think I'm going to go ahead and... I didn't run my normal intro slide, so I'm just going to get started and I'll do like an actual introduction once people trickle in a little bit. Hey, what's up, Sherlock Cat? Is this the new build with the storage changes? Yes, indeed it is. Small storage did get buffed. +1 inventory. So it's almost like old medium storage. Basically all the storage units got multiplied by 2.5 times their old capacity. So the net effect of that, so I think most builds, for combat at least, ended up using 3 storage units of either large or high cap, depending on their preferences. This basically cost you 2, 3, 4 inventory slots, depending on what you were using, but you gain 2 part slots. It's a net power level increase for the downside of like losing some flexibility and storage options, as far as an ease of like transitioning, I think. But I'm definitely excited to see how that plays out. I think overall it's a net power increase, though, so I think most players should be happy about that in general. How you doing, Sherlock? I don't think I've seen you in a while. I guess we were just chatting about thinking fast and slow, right? Outside of that, though, I think I normally stream at a time that a lot of people aren't around for. Am I crazy for wanting this mining laser? Not playing roguelikes? What have you been into? Not much at all, huh? What are we gonna run here? I'm gonna use my standard setup. Legs got a pretty cool buff, but I don't think I'm gonna be taking advantage of that this run. So, Flight got a pretty significant nerf. Or, I don't even want to call it a nerf. I'm gonna say it's just some balance changes. And I'm really excited to try it. Have you seen the leg changes, Sherlock? Leg change. So legs. If you're not overweight and you have momentum, see, my movement is walking, 120 and 0. Once you gain momentum, you become running. And when you're running, you get 5 avoidance for every momentum you have, up to 3 momentum, so up to 15% avoidance. But then you also suffer an equivalent targeting malice. So you aim more poorly, but it's kind of like an advantage to like repositioning in combat, which is pretty cool. Also makes like melee treads interesting. Hey, what's up, Tarako? Glad to see you won earlier. I enjoyed your stream while I was on my lunch break. Yeah, that was a pretty wild run, Tarako. It seems like you were constantly in like a really bad situation, but you kept just like persevering. I love runs like that. Seems kind of strange. Hover seems to have all the upsides without the targeting downsides. Well, Hover just gets 5% avoidance, right? I think that's all Hover gets for evasion. And Hover just got nerfed. At the upper end, essentially the support got cut in half. So the idea is that I guess we can talk about what this run is and stuff now that I've quite a few minutes here. So this is the new test build for beta 11. It just released yesterday. Kazrati did a stream on his channel if you want to check it out. And the big things that happened were, and actually let me just pull this up and read it. I'll share everything that he shared with us. Storage is now no stacks. You can only use one storage unit, but the capacity is increased. In my opinion, without using it, it looks like a net power level increase for the player. So it's kind of cool, but you lose some flexibility. Flight and hover support got reduced by quite a bit. The whole intent is that flight isn't supposed to sustain strong combat builds. Then hover is supposed to fill the niche that flight had previously, where you're pretty fast but can also support like pretty good combat builds. New propulsion overweight mechanics. So when you go overweight now, you suffer the penalty once, but you don't go overweight times one, or you don't go overweight times two or more. There's now a curve where once you're overweight, every additional mass you gain slows you down more based on a curve, and it starts out pretty steep. So once you go overweight, it goes up by quite a bit, even more than this penalty stat. But once you go beyond that, it like tapers off a bit. And that's to fix like O times 1 treads, like how strong they were, and just the awkward speed intervals that you had with propulsion. Like treads have so much support that once you go overweight times 1, you end up with like overweight times 2 is not until you double your mass. So you end up with like an extra 100 mass to play with no penalty. So that's cool. Numerous robot loadouts were updated to fit the new mechanics just because all the support and stuff changed. I'm going to be looking for that. A lot of them just got additional propulsion slots. Leg momentum translates to increased evasion and decreased accuracy for range. Oh, kicking no longer damages self. So kicking is like ramming, which is really cool. Even when you like fail the kick chance. Oh, the item filtering. And then, oh, there's some new alien artifacts that look really cool. So yeah, now there's... Whoops. I don't know how to get to item filtering, actually. It's F. That's right. So this shows you everything that's on the level. I can search for the wheel, and the wheel comes up. I can click on it, and it shows me where the wheel is. I can click on it again, and I believe it takes me there. So this item filtering is really cool. This is the Patreons... The Patreon patrons, however you want to say that, the subscribers voted for as the last update. Or the last feature edition, which is really cool. That's going to make certain parts of the game a lot less tedious. I'm using 2 legs right now, but I don't have any momentum. Oh, I forgot. I immediately started using 2 storage units. Out of habit. Yeah, so you can see the second one's not actually doing anything. They now have no stack. Oh, that is hilarious, actually. Old habits die hard, huh? Means I can equip. I don't have any other utilities yet except for this small battery. It wasn't on the list, but energy storage got reduced across the board. So I think experimental energy wells are only 600 now, maybe 800. So a little bit nerfed to energy storage, which apparently hadn't been touched since 7DRL version in 2012, 9 years ago. Hey, what up, Klein? Welcome. So we're going to be trying to make flight work, and I want to... So this is probably the hardest that flight, or the most difficult that flight will ever be in Cogmind. Because I have a feeling that it got... Not 100% sure, maybe it didn't, but It probably isn't going to get nerfed further, and if anything, it might get rebalanced, like buffed a little bit from here. So I'm really excited to try and get a plus extended win with the new flight, especially because a lot of people seem to think that flight's impossible to work with right now. And I think it's probably okay, and it should be a fun challenge. Flight bottoming it out? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. What's up, ZXC? Alright, what do I want to level 1 terminal? Actually curious about Holler Manifest. Medium storage units. Let's get them. Get a botnet going. Give me a tracking Trojan. And I'm going to go for analysis. Swarmer. How about analysis grunt? Sweet. That was a sick first terminal. I see. Suddenly okay with taking this mining laser? Oh no, I can't reach it. That's okay, we'll risk cave-ins. I am not afraid of a cave-in. Upgrade my energy storage. Flight should be doable now. The question is whether you want to fly with when other prop exist. I mean, speed is still amazing for flight, even compared to hover. I think for an extended win, you could just still run through A0 and not... It's not going to be... It's going to be a little variant. Like, I think you could get screwed by RNG more than before, but it's still going to be pretty effective. Oh, is this your machine? I don't think I can break it. Did you get it? Did you get buffed? No, same speed. This guy has 2 hover units now. I wonder what he had before. If it was 2 or 1. Okay, so I'm right now suffering a -10 penalty because I'm running. I want to shoot this guy. I'm actually going to drop something. Oh, he's going in there. Alright, he got away. I got swarmers here. Let's use our legs. I can kick that hauler for free now too. Good stuff. Flight might be better than non-meta field hover for extended, depending on how well you can shoot. Yeah, I could see that. The new arc change made abusing speed a bit more difficult. I don't know. I haven't played with that change too much, but honestly, if he spends an action shooting through walls, I mean, how long does it take for him to shoot? Like 300 time units or something? That's a lot of time for you to just keep moving, where he just wasted shooting you through a wall ineffectively. So it might not be too bad. How well you can shoe? Shooing is making the architect disappear by reducing his core integrity to... What is it? You have to do 80 or 120 damage to him? 120? I don't even remember. $120, yeah. Oh, where'd this guy come from? Oh, did I just get recycler hopped? The hops have gone too far. These legs are actually a little awkward right now because I don't really want this deficit. the shooting deficit. Although it's nice if I like run into a guy and want to retreat to a door, which is what you do a lot in mats. I don't know, I'm just kind of using them for fun right now. I think I'm still going to prefer my wheel strats. Really? Arc is 230 time units of volley. Yeah, a little faster than I thought. I knew it would be less than 300. 230, pretty good. But when you're flying, that's, you know, 5 to 10 moves. Or 10 plus even. That's a lot of actions. Problem with the new overweight system is there is no reason to ever use more than one wheel, since every wheel beyond the first just up speed by 5. That's a good point, because the curve just starts where you get overweight. That is an interesting point. Let's just take branch access here. Intrusion track. And how about schematic? Let's get mead storage units. Small storage. Large storage. There's not much else I want at the moment. How about analysis operator? Revoked. You can waste a lot of turns destroying terrain. Yeah, exactly. I shot him with my leg deficit. Oh, come on. He's the one with medium storage units. These get 5 inventory for 10 mass. There's another swarmer. It's weird earlier that I ran into 2 swarmers that were solo. That guy just has matter pods. I don't even care about him. Actually, I'll take his treads. Alright, we definitely want some hackware. Dude, I'm gonna love kicking stuff. Makes melee kill holing near impossible. Yeah, I mean, you still got Risk Cavens doing that before. But yeah, that's definitely a benefit of that. I think that was from ZXC's Cask of Amontillado strategy as part of the reason that happened. I got matter pod. Alright, give me a storage unit. Tuck away the small storage. Let's get these assault rifles. Ditch the laser. Do I want a matter pod? What does the weight redistribution system do now? 6 mass support for 4 energy. It's kind of bad. I don't think I care about matter pod right now. Alright, let's get a wheel. Oh, come on. Oh, there's another operator. Let's try and get more hackware. Oops. I actually wanted to kill the surf. Oh my god. This build's terrible. I can't even kill surfs. And why are there so many swarmers? Use my avoidance. Oh god, you can shoot me from here, but I can't shoot you. What a waste. stop that. Finally, a wheel. This wheel's got me at 104 speed right now. Previously, I'd be at 100. No, 90. Feeling those nerfs. Maybe using wheels here isn't that good anymore. No hackware. Probably too early for me to worry about a data jack. I don't think purge threat is useful here. Screw it, I'll take it. Trooper analysis. Is that the next tier or is that the one I already have? G47 Trooper. That's the base one. I'm pretty bad with all the subclasses. Do I really not have a utility yet to fill my free slot with? I guess I can put my battery there. Alright. Let's grab this matter and get out of here. Oh, there's a launcher. That's actually what we really want. I don't need 2 mining lasers. Why'd you do that, game? You know what? I should probably get as much hackware as I can in materials. Because I want to do a lot of hacking once I get to -7. Alright, there's no more operators, so I guess we can go. What do we just get? Investigation? See if we can recall it. Trade investigation for another with a 20% chance. Nah, I'm good. More treads. A heatsink. Put that on. Alright, let's get out of here. Something is scanning the area. I'm actually going to skip exiles because for a flight transition on -7, I'd rather get another materials floor. Another materials floor means more chances at hackware and flight units. Exiles gives us... I'm not going to Farcom. It gives us the Zion location, but that's not really worth it. Flying Fortress, too much of a high roll? Oh, Mercenary is the base class, so Trooper would have been a higher one. Whoops. Yeah, gambling on any specific Exiles item is a bit too much of a high roll. And also, if I'm gonna try and get an Ascension plus with the new flight, I don't want it to be because I use something that's either rare or hard to get or like broken. I'll use things in the game that give us advantages, but like I'm not gonna go and get the new suspension frame that's really broken right now. I'm not gonna try and build around like Metafield or anything like that. I'd like to do something that's relatively consistent. Yeah, Taraka got to try the new suspension frame earlier. Oh my god, I forgot to pick up all those treads. Weren't there more on the ground? Whoops. Exit. I guess we're gonna look around for drone bays and experimental sensors. Your engine any good? 9 mass. Probably a little high for us. I think ideal power for us is backup power 3. It's like +6 energy for 1 mass. It's actually kind of insane for nerfed flight. Yeah, I just checked the Zionite. Makeshift would be pretty solid as well. Wow, this guy's shooting like a stormtrooper. I wonder why enemies move, or like just robots in general move sometimes instead of just keeping shooting. This looks like exiles. Oh shoot. Infestation. Wrong corner. Demo's coming from here. Other exit could be anywhere. Glad I got that launcher. We're about to be out of prop. Oh hey, he cleaned up. Lots of a preferred firing range, so they'll scoot closer. Ah. Why do we all live over the ocean? Starting streams at 1:30 a.m. It's so rare you can watch. Well, well, of course you know that my normal streams are what, 2 p.m. Eastern. So what is that, like 7 p.m. UTC? I do that because I know it works better for a lot of people. I think demolishers are over there. No, probably just another squad. Assembled underpowered? What does that mean? Railgun. Is that the gorilla? Is that Braun? Is that a Borgun sound? What's going on down there? Oh my god, I just took out all my propulsion. I want to see what this is. We're probably gonna get caught by demolishers. If I do, though. Yep. It is Braun. But you look interesting. Maybe they'll want to see you. Come on, little bot. It's safer with us than out here anyways. Is this how I get lore that I probably don't have? By actually following him right now? Maybe I can switch to combat hover right now. If I let Braun kill these guys. That would help with a flight transition. 80 speed though. Oh, I didn't see that wheel. Oh, that wheel happened after because of these guys. Okay. I definitely would have wanted to grab that. Yeah, what's my Brawn lore look like? I don't even know where that would be. These are terminals. Exiles. How is this thing organized? Oh, it's literally just alphabetical. Oh, dialogue. Here we go. Yeah, I'm missing a ton of Brong dialogue. Or just 2, I guess. Well, here, help me out, Braun. So I'm about to actually die. Okay. I knew I was probably gonna be in a bad spot if I went over there, but I wanted to see if that was Braun or not, or if I was going crazy. That was actually a pretty good start because I had 2 pieces of hack, or I only had 1 piece of hack. I guess that wasn't a great start. That's funny though. I knew there was a 100% chance that I would run into the demos if I went that way, and that was not the way that I wanted to go until I heard Braun. That was fun though. I might not have had that dialogue yet either. Alright, oh my god, and now we're punished by starting with 2 medium lasers. At least I have room for a heatsink now. Huh? Heatsinks? Core hover speedrun out of mats. Yo, the other challenge I was gonna do was gonna involve some mats core hover. I was really excited to do a challenge run this weekend, but this new balance overhaul dropped, or this test build dropped last night, so I really wanted to, I guess this morning my time. I really wanted to try this while it was fresh. Again, I think this is potentially the most difficult flight will ever be, so it's like a challenge I can't pass up. Flight is a challenge run now. Kinda. A little weird to say, but I guess it's potentially true in a way. Dude, light cannons are pretty dope. Restart into a pure core. Oh, I don't have anything to fight this. I have an assault rifle. Kill the technician with. Holy crap. We're about to take a lot of core damage. I might run out of matter this fight. Wow, okay, yeah, light cannons are good. Never mind. I mean, there's only 1 grunt there. That was actually hilariously easy. Oh, that was a fun one. In an alternate universe, you spent 15 turns killing the first one. I know, right? A large storage unit. 10 inventory capacity. Oh baby, that's 3 times, more than 3 times my small. Think about all the things we can carry. To be honest, you don't really see how flight can be viable for extended while at the same time not easy mode for the rest of the game. Well, right now I think flight's gonna be viable for extended, but risky. And combat is probably gonna be the more consistent way to do extended. And then flight kind of has its own unique playstyle for the rest of the game, which is kind of cool, I think. But we'll see how it goes. I'm more curious how the progression's gonna work out. Like what flight units and storage and like what you put in your other slots and what kind of power you use is gonna be a really interesting puzzle to tackle. Hey, what up, Boreas? Welcome. Good to see you. Level 2 terminal. Jeez, what do I even want from this? Oh, I'm shooting at the wall. Come on now. My god, we're corrupted in materials. Does it really come to this? You stay away from my hackware, sir. Oh, come on. How much corruption am I going to take getting up here? I like the new AAs I've seen. They look fun. I like the idea of the alien artifacts being, like, dangerous and having, like, big trade-offs for big rewards. Which is what some of the new ones seem to do. They need to be tweaked, honestly. That warp one is a little crazy right now, but in general, I like the idea. There's 4 new alien artifacts. I think in the Cogmind Redacted channel, they all got posted earlier. Yeah, I love using core as a resource as well. I had talked about that a while ago on Discord when I was like newer to the game, and I think that was part of the inspiration for Phase Redirector and Phase Armor. It's definitely cool to see more stuff in that vein getting added. Although I misinterpreted what Maker was saying earlier. So one of the new alien artifacts, it's really cool. It's a processor that when you evolve lets you move all your slots around however you want. Absolutely insane. And I thought what he meant when he was like explaining that was a processor, I thought he was saying that it permanently removed a slot, which is something I'd never considered before. But if there were items that removed a slot for huge abilities, that would be really cool to me. Because a part slot is like the most valuable resource in the game. So to pay that for something else would be a pretty cool idea. And then that also has interesting play with core expanders and like finding multiple core expanders. You can almost use them as a resource. I think that's a cool thing that hasn't been messed around with in Cogmind yet before. Yeah, Micro Warp's pretty strong right now, Sherlock. Can play high weapon slot through the game and optimize for a new build later. Yeah, if you want to swap from gunslinging to like using a pot cannon that you found in testing or something. I think that's really cool. And I think as much as Cogmind's a game about finding parts on the ground and like reattaching and changing things on the fly, builds have an inertia to them, and it's actually really hard to switch from like one type of build to another just because you found like an item you like on the ground. Like by the time you're in the mid game, if you want to switch from one propulsion type to another, you kind of have to have like a decent stockpile of those items. You need enough to replace everything you have equipped and then like a backup or two. So if you want to switch to hover like mid game, you need like to find like 6 hover units or something generally. And if you want to switch from like kinetics to like thermals, you're always at a loss there because you're using utilities that benefit kinetics, and those are completely different than the utilities that benefit energy weapons. So instead of using, you know, kin accelerators and weapon cyclers are good for everything, but you might want to use a Q cap and particle chargers now. And just like getting enough items on hand that you're like actually makes sense to make the switch is hard to do. And then for propulsion, the number of slots you're using also is important, because you're not going to switch from, you know, your 8 flight slots to like treads probably. There's just too much of like a sunk cost, I feel like, with the propulsion there. But if you get an item like that, then you can change things around freely. That's pretty sweet. Yes. 1 mass for supply. Is this our flight power? Is 4 supply enough? It's 1 less than ion engine. That'll be great for 2 prop or 2 power if I go 2 power. I want to go 1 and 3 though, and then I want to fab an array on -7. Jeez, what's up with all these high-level terminals? Alright, the whole floor knows we're here. Ooh, I'm probably gonna get guys from the right. This is awkward. There's already guys on the left. Alright, we can probably kill these guys with our light cannons first. Or not. I'm gonna lose a lot of core right now. And I'm almost out of matter. Okay, that helps with that a bit. More grunts, why not? So now when you use these door strats, when grunts get to you, they sometimes will have a momentum bonus, which means they'll be running and have a dodge chance. Although unless they're coming at you straight, when they enter the door, they're going to take -1 momentum. It's probably not really that bad. Dude, materials -10 sucks with like an unused utility slot. Give me armor or storage to put in there. That's all any of us really want. come on. Nice. I want your treads, Hauler. I want that hackware more. I left the signal interpreter. I'm actually going back for that. Or, I don't need that. What am I talking about? We already know where Mines is. I should probably go back to now that my core is this slow, otherwise I might die again. Oh my god. Aha. Improved light cannons and hard armor plating? Light armor plating? And FRUs? This is actually a 6-stack stockpile. Later light cannons. Improved light cannons will carry you so hard through mats. Now I actually have something to put in my other slot. Amazing. Alright, let's get out of here. Improved light cannons have the downside that they can actually destroy walls here. Knew that would happen. Ooh, I should have refilled on matter before I came in here. Oh well. They can both shoot me. Ooh, we are getting hot. And there goes all my matter. What is all this? Assault rifle? Hey, Zion. Huge storage! 80 mass increases inventory capacity by 20. What does 80 mass put me at with wheels? 163? Yikes. Alright, well we don't need that yet. Maybe we do. I'm gonna try the new storage. Treads. Was Exiles here, by the way? It was not. What is that? Some grunts. Ooh, I don't have matter for this. Let's take 4 each. Where are the recyclers at? There we go. Come on. You disabled both my weapons? Oh, ramming at 200. I was at like really bad speed. Hold up. I don't think I was much faster than this with 2 treads. The new overweight system has some quirks. It seems like when you're massively overweight, you don't get penalized that much. Like, relatively. Okay. Where are all the recyclers at? They didn't even come here. Absolutely zero matter. Well, this will be fun. I think we go standard 1 prop 1 util here. Ooh, flat cannons. Enemies right away. Time to ram. God, I'm so slow. Do I ram on the wheel, actually? Now we can take it on the treads. Yikes. This is so silly. I should drop something so recycler starts coming. Okay, there's some matter. Just a wee bit. Start with a botnet this time. You notice how we got 0 hacks off on the last floor? Still no recyclers. Is flat cannon better than the improved light cannon? It might be. I don't know, improved light cannons are plenty fine, I think. But then again, it's flak. I should use the shock rifles so we get some matter, though. Ooh, whoops. Sure, I'm fine with that. Ah, here we go. Finally. I do want a small storage from you. Take that for now. Equip our wheel again. We're back in action. Oh, give me a swarmer analysis. Grunt analysis. I'll take that for now. I was dreading this hop. Armored wheel's kind of dope. Oh, was that not his? Got faked out. Should equip more armor while I'm here. Grab the cooling system. Dude. Treads, weight redist. Treads, 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 treads. I see. More hard light armor. May as well grab that. Dude, I'm gonna lose matter again just because I can't kill haulers. Alright, I gotta wait. I don't know if I have enough matter to fight. Not the way these last couple fights have been going. I guess I have to. Okay. It's fine that time. That would be great, Aomika, wouldn't it? I can see why you wouldn't want to, but it would be great to have that option. Ooh, this is a sentry, huh? I want your loot, I think. Do I? I actually don't want your weapons, because I have all these cool cannons, so... And I have armor already, so I really want your treads, so I'll just shoot you. Treads acquired. Got a hammer. I'll take this for digging. I actually think I prefer my mining laser for digging. Okay, what do we have here? Sea Hauler Manifest. EM shotties are cool. Nothing really looks too exciting here, though. No flight units, that's for sure. What else do I want? I feel like I had goals when I came to this. No, I don't know what they are after I got distracted by Manifest. Why don't we take Operator? Dude, I'm taking... I want Hauler Analysis. I'm having so much trouble with them. Additional flight nerf haulers no longer carry flight units. I know, right? Actually, should we go to storage? I wonder where storage is. I should do a branch access hack. If storage is on this map, we think we definitely go there, right? As long as I have some core integrity. Although I would go to Exiles on -9 now, because I don't skip the floor. So Exiles is good too. Plus 85 is going to be a bit confusing. Yeah, am I even getting much benefit over this wheel? Yeah, I'm actually getting major benefit. This huge storage unit's kind of bad. I should take this off. Like, I don't need anything in my inventory right now. That's kind of ridiculous. I just wanted to try it. Jeez. Okay. think armored wheel is probably better. No, that's actually a little slower. Like, why am I carrying a particle gun? I can just ditch the armored wheel since it's slower. I could run 2 wheels though, now that I have so much armor. Although, I think like, I believe Tarako mentioned it before, having 2 wheels doesn't really help you much over 1 with the new overweight system. Since the overweight penalty only happens once. So armored wheel basically just shaves 12 mass off of the overweight calc. And that's it. Get access branch. Not today. Ooh, heavy particle cannons. Great Maul's a good digging weapon. Pulse rifle. Y'all ever use cooled pulse rifles? They're actually one of my favorite early weapons. They're like this, but they don't generate heat. They're pretty awesome. This is solid for digging as well. Alright, let's, what can I drop here? So what is the drop from huge to large storage? This is 20 inventory capacity. I don't even have large storage anymore. I guess we're stuck with this. Oh no, not the duelist. Duelist got buffed pretty damn well with the running buff. This guy's at 2 momentum right now. Because he was at 3 and then he moved diagonally. Oh my god, does knocking them back give them momentum? I guess not, especially if they move back into you. Aren't we supposed to get kinetic cannons good sometime? Yeah, I hope that's coming in beta 11. Because that would be nice, wouldn't it? This armor's too hot. $27.36. When we actually transition to flight, we want Katana because it's going to be lighter. Compact kinetic cannon so we can play combat flight. There's an interesting idea. If there was like one like mid-game one, that'd be kind of cool. Although once cannons get buffed, I wonder if that becomes too strong just for combat. Make them lighter, but don't reduce their coverage. That would be interesting, actually. Tempted to grab this medium storage because I don't know if... Hey. Drop it. Okay, never mind. Decision made. I was gonna say, I don't know if we're gonna want to use that when we're on flight or not. Alright, here's the large. Okay, so large is 10. Can I drop 9 inventory slots? 8 from here to switch back to large storage? I bet you we can. Why am I carrying a recoil stabilizer? These are the questions that keep me up at night. Alright, mission accomplished. Alright, I want to take this backup power. Damn, flight transition's actually going to be hard with 14 inventory, isn't it? Interesting. Our first challenge of transitioning to flight. Other types of items are added to the game besides new storage and alien artifacts. That might be it. I think that's it so far. And yeah, I was actually, I think you were right about the armor. I think that's an easy drop, especially now that we're in Sentry territory. There's a new Zionite event? How did we learn about that? Okay, so there's only mines here. No storage on -9. Which that means we could probably do... The dream might be -9 exiles and -8 storage. What exactly is flight good at now? Being fast and stealthy and taking advantage of a lot of like processors or other things. Which, I mean, it only really got taken away from. So those are things that it was all good at before. But now it also can't do like good combat and stuff. Alright, what else was I going to do here? Should I pull some schematics? Are there any schematics I'm not thinking about that I'm going to want to pull? Not at rating 2, right? Yeah, so let me just do like analysis sentry or something. Alright, let's go back to the mines, I think. We're pretty much done here. Oh, I wanted to do more operators. I should have done a Trojan operators hack. Improved treads. I wonder what that guy's got. Supposed to be aiming behind these guys, right? I'm not gonna exploit that this run. I had enough fun with that. I don't want to actually like abuse that a lot. I had a lot of fun with it last run, I mean. Alright, my core is actually getting kind of low. Let's go to mines, I think. Slightly concerned about my prop. Oh, come on, dude. That's a sick kill on that. The transporter, the hauler. Get wrecked. What's you get for tattling on me? No treads here, huh? Want to scandalize anything? Not really. Hacking Suite is an interesting scan. Probably low chance of breaking it. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Too late now. I don't need to analyze the katana. Misclick. Improved light cannons. Aha. Where'd you go? God. Killing green bots of materials. Any other operators? Let's purge threat. Ooh. Who needs hackware? Let's see, do we go for the one last operator? 260 core. An assembled infestation is looking a little sketchy, but I do want as much hackware as we can get. Oops. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Is there an easy way over here? Not really. Sneak attack on the hauler, heck yeah. What was this again? Ooh, advanced beam cannon. I like those. More treads. What are these? Heavy ion. Sure, why not? Even more treads. Probably don't want energy storage. Let's grab that. EMP blasters. The base ones are kind of mediocre. Oh, here's a high cap storage. This is probably what we want to be wearing right now, actually. Only at 146 speed. Yes, this will be good. Oh my god. Hey, we got the hackware out of it. So, spending an extra like 10 minutes of materials ended up paying off, I guess. I didn't even lose any core integrity. Let's get the heck out of here, though. Curious if that would tell me where Exiles is. I think it might. Infestation, okay. It's not enough. I did that wrong if I was going to use a double dig. I should have gone up and down. I was hoping that this would be enough. I feel like I'm not that safe if I camp here. And I don't have any easy ways to make it safer. Unless this does it. Not really. There we go. Now we wait. Was that it? Demolishers just kill all the assembled? Easy peasy? You know what? Maybe the audio got too low once the walls caved in. Or I was thinking that too, like if the demos died, I think they were probably the louder ones. Well, I'm just gonna wait for a while. There's no downside to doing so, and if there's any patrols around, they'll fight the assembled. So let's just chill here for a bit. I hope you all had a good week and are excited for the weekend. Time traveling got removed? Is that because the core penalty is a lot better now? Dude, we did not get punished at all in there. Even if you're like a million overweight, you max out at like 300 some. I feel like that's going to be quite abusive. The fact that you can like do that. I want a matter pod. I'll just have to be careful. Hey, that's a demo. I'm gonna double flack this guy. And I am gonna use this cheese in this instance. Deleted! He is deleted and I am delighted. That was fun. He did flew, didn't he? Oh man, is that the only one? That felt good. With flat cannons, you can knock the melee guys a million tiles away. Oh yeah, that's always been a funny thing with flat cannons, because they hit so many times, and they have a chance to knock back on each time. Like, speak of the devil, I was gonna say that duelists are really quite non-threatening. Oh shoot, this one can't get knocked back, though. Oh, he can. What? I can knock him back with guys behind them? Sweet. Feels like overweight changes are super gentle. Well, they're really harsh when you first go overweight, but if you add a lot of mass, they're not too bad. And yeah, I think 2-prop builds, if you are doing something where you don't mind being slow, probably are kind of OP. Like 2-prop sterilization build is probably like pretty damn strong right now. And I don't know if the whole community appreciates how good sterilization is. Like, it might legitimately be optimal gameplay to sterilize every floor. That's true. Treads are good at good armor and integrity to replace. I think the curves just need to be tweaked, ZXC, and I think we just give Kizrati this feedback. Like, this is what the test build is for. Ooh, I really thought that was going to be Exiles. Oh my god. Yeah, 2-prop tread riff. The original that inspired the art from Zion. Or, from Xylan. Zion, wow. From Xylan is, that's back on the table. Well, it was never off the table. I did that with no memes intended previously. Oh shoot, you can't knock back brawlers. Two-prop treads inspired the art from Mendonca, or I don't know if I said that right, I'm sorry. Your profile pic way back. Oh, cool. How was 2-prop treads back then? Was there like anything that actually made it viable? Compared to today? People felt the same way about it as some people feel about Flight right now. That was just terrible. Makeshift power source, baby. What's the best way to get that off of this guy? Heavy beam cannon, probably? Maybe we crit his core? What's the integrity on it? Do I have risk of overheating it or melting it? No, not at 50 integrity. Hit your leg. Let's wait for you to cool off. Oh, I hit the power source. Dang. Sorry, bro. This light armor is... Nope, doesn't have more integrity than my hard light. What if hard light generators generated hard light armor plating? That'd be a fun joke item. Storage is on -7, so probably not going there. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of caves branches this run either. Caves just take so long. I don't enjoy them that much. By the time you get to the end of the game, like anything you do in caves doesn't even really matter that much unless you find core expander. I went the wrong way. It's okay, I got a digging tool. But golem? Yeah, you can get golem there. Oh, that's beautiful, Yamaka. The knockback. Oh, that's the same exact message she gave me in caves. Should we look in here and anger them and then leave? Probably not, because I don't want a Z hero. Well, I wouldn't mind trying to get another makeshift power source. Does this not give you the Zion location anymore? Oh, it does. I just already have the location. Oh, it's here. Alright. For some reason I was thinking it showed that you that in the log down there. Alright, what do we have here? Wonder how it interacts with DC clock? Oh, that's an interesting thought. We just leaving? I think we're just leaving. Hit our exiles. Juke the Swarmer. Let's have all the Swarmers. We're on -8 now. That means I can pull improved flight units. S7 value with micro warp. You can dig right into the right side through the bottom with that now. Especially if you have something like core cannon. Bypass execs? Yeah, you can do that too. It actually bypasses doors already. All the new items are in S7 ZXC. 2 got added to the unguarded pool, and 2 got added to the guarded pool. So there used to be 4 items in each pool, now there's 6 items. So I really like that because it adds a lot of diversity to those pools. You get less repeat items. You're not going to get like 3 IRs or 3 CRMs anymore. It might be good for speedruns, but it's a little... Well, access and like research are the hardest part of speedruns, or the longest part, so it could be incredible for speedruns actually. Where do you find the AAs? Oh, we're back at the beginning. They're all in S7. I just gave you like an in-depth analysis about the S7 item pool and the new items. Can't believe you ignored me, ZXC. I think it still might be worthwhile just because access and research are the longest. Like they take the longest, and it could be worthwhile. Although if you're speedrunning, you're probably just trying to get lucky on those maps anyways. Hit up False Lobster. Yeah, I want to try your game, False Lobster. If anyone wants to check out False Lobster's game, it's in the game dev channel on the Discord. And it looks pretty cool. She just put out an early alpha kind of test build, I guess. She's been sharing her progress on it for months now, and it looks like a pretty cool game. And I'm definitely excited to check it out. Hey, happy Friday to you, Lobster. Hope you had a good week and are ready for the weekend. Alright, I need to get out of here. I'm actually getting low on core. Oh, I actually don't need that matter. Just walk away then. Let's avoid the swarmers since I'm getting low on core. Just wrapped up work for the day, got some deadlines coming up, so it's been hectic lately. Yeah, I know how that is. Feels good for the weekend to be here, assuming you don't have to work through it though. There's materials. We explored most of this. I guess we can go. We haven't had very good mines. Although killing that demolisher was worth it in its own. Ooh, machine intel's pretty cool. Lots of terminals down here. I want to see if we have a level 2 repair station. Improved light armor, probably worth grabbing. So that guy belongs to this terminal. Not much we can do about that. Lots of reinforcements incoming. There was another guy up here. He must be from this terminal? I have no idea, actually. Ooh, I have 3 hacking suites. We're doing good so far. Oh my god, the heat. 1 heat sink was not enough. Should turn off my engine. Cool down for a minute. Wait, so what's the new Cyanide thing? Did you answer this before? Because if you did, I missed it in chat. Oh, I didn't actually read the patch notes for this. I just read the write-up on Patreon. I gotta look at those. New additional source of hostile Zionites. That's intriguing. Oh, I thought those were flat guns for a second. Which can't happen here. These are actually really good here too, though. I don't know if I want them while I have flat cannons, though. I guess I can grab 2. We just need to fight these grunts, right? Wait, how'd they shoot me? I guess that guy could shoot me from there. Grunt hop. Gotta make a timestamp. We will get to the bottom of these grunt hops. What are the specs on the new computer you're building? Oh, yeah, so anyone who doesn't know, I've been having some crazy problems with my computer, and somehow it's working right now, but if I restart it, it might never turn back on. So we're in dangerous territory. So starting last week, I had to pull together a plan to, like, build a new computer quickly. And I've been out of the PC building game for a while, so I don't really know, like, what's changed in the past, like, maybe 6 or 7 years. But I started pulling everything together, and it's actually a terrible time to have to build a computer with like, quickly, because CPUs and GPUs are crazy right now. The supply is super low and the demand is super high. Actually, Best Buy did a bi-weekly restock on GPUs earlier, and I was trying to get in on it, and it was crazy. So there's like 360 Ti's and 370s and 380s, all NVIDIA cards is what I was looking at. But then there's the 390s too, and there might be like 4 to 8 makes of each one. So they just do drops like every few minutes of each one, and just like small stockpiles instead of just unloading them all at once for one type. So you have to sit there, and the add to cart button is supposed to like update itself when it comes in. It found out that doesn't happen. You're better off just F5ing the whole time. But they kept trickling these drops out for like 3 hours. And I know people, and I didn't realize it would take that long. I did it for like 15 minutes before I left for lunch because it happened like right before my lunch break. And I was doing it on my phone. But like people probably sit there for like 3 hours just like trying to get these things. And a lot of people like are just trying to flip them too, because you can make like $500 right away if you just sell them. But yeah, the website was so messed up. I got one in my cart at one point, and it defaulted to store pickup, so I clicked delivery instead, and then it disappeared because it doesn't lock you in until it goes to your checkout instead of your cart. It was cutthroat. And I don't want to put up with that, but I would like to upgrade my card. So for now, I'm going to use the card I have now, which I hope this isn't the reason my computer's been having trouble. It seems like it shouldn't be. But yeah, other than that, I'm getting a Ryzen 5 5600X CPU, which I actually paid. Those aren't as bad as the GPUs. I paid slight like scalper prices for that just because I know I needed something right away. It didn't look like CPUs were going to be available. I kind of went big on that because CPU was bottleneck for my last PC build when I wanted to upgrade it. And also I might try to start doing encoding with the CPO for streams because I heard you get better quality per bit rate, essentially, versus GPUs. Although it seems like the GPU encoding for NVIDIA has gotten so good that it adds like no additional taxing onto your GPU anyways. It seems like everyone just uses the GPU encoding, so I don't even know if that's actually a good idea at this point. But yeah, so I'm getting the 5600X, which is like the big thing I'm getting, and then and that should be, I'm gonna enjoy that, I think. Outside of that, I actually went big on the RAM too. I'm getting 32 gigabytes RAM, 2 times 16 gigabyte sticks, which is possibly overkill, but I don't know. I wanted to future-proof this a bit as well, and I imagine that I absolutely know that won't be my bottleneck if I'm getting 32 instead of 16 gigs of RAM. So I went for that, and also the Ryzen 5s, like the CPU I got, really likes fast RAM, so I'm giving it a lot of RAM that's fast. Should be pretty good. 32 gigs of RAM is apparently normal these days. Okay, well, I don't feel like I spent too much money for no reason there. The motherboard's pretty normal. I did get one with the USB-C connections on it, which is pretty cool. I did probably get overkill on the PSU. I went 850 watts instead of 750. But it's mostly because I was afraid of not having too many connections, and that one had more connections on it. And someone else convinced me. They basically said, you know, PSUs, like, you can never go too big on because you can use them for, like, multiple builds and stuff if you, like, rebuild your computer later. So that talked me into not feeling too bad about that. So I got that. I got an M2 solid state drive, which is pretty exciting. Just a 1 terabyte one. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do for my other storage drive. I kind of want to get like a 6 terabyte hard disk, like a Western Digital Black or something. I know that the bigger hard disks, like over like 3 terabytes or so, were supposed to be less reliable, so I don't know if that's still the case. I want to figure that out. But I also might look at like 2 terabyte like SATA solid state drives. I don't know. I need to look at my storage requirements. I don't really know what they are yet, so it's hard to gauge. I might even just get like an external for like backup storage or something, or maybe even set up like an NAS server or something. I have no idea, but and I got like a normal ATX mid tower for the case. I might want to get more fans. That's something I should look into. Samsung's always reliable. Yeah, I got a Samsung Evo for my current solid state drive, which is just like a 256. But the new one I got is also the Samsung, which is a little more expensive, but everyone just said it was like fantastic. That might be overkill too, but again, I like knowing that something I have is not any sort of bottleneck. So we're gonna get this pretty cool PC set up, and we're gonna play lots of NetHack and Cogmind, and it's gonna be great. When you got 16 megabytes of RAM to play Quake, you're like, whoa. How times have changed. But yeah, I was surprised because I ordered everything yesterday, and a lot of this stuff was shipping 1-day and 2-day delivery. So a bunch of the parts actually came in today, and a lot of them are supposed to come in tomorrow. My RAM was the one piece that was going to come like on Thursday or something. So I actually went and bought another piece of RAM that was the same kind, but like a little more expensive, just because it had 2-day delivery. Actually, I had 1-day delivery. It actually got here already. But then 2 of the pieces, my case and my PSU got delayed from Best Buy, so that might screw up my plans. I think one of them only got delayed a day, so I'll still get that by Saturday. I don't know about the other one though, because it would be pretty cool if I could build by Sunday. Although this run in particular of Cogmind, I really want to finish this weekend. So depending on how this goes, I might be streaming Sunday instead of building my PC. We will see. Dude, that's sick. I think my flat cannon missed and knocked off this guy's weapon, even though he wasn't who I was shooting at. But yeah, building a new computer's been on my mind for a while, actually, because this one is getting pretty old. I actually couldn't even find the emails from, like, when I built this one. I was looking for, like, the receipts and stuff, just out of curiosity. I couldn't even find it. So I don't even know how long it's been, but it's probably been at least 5 years, probably closer to 6 or 7. I upgraded the CPU and the GPU in this about 4 years ago. But I've been concerned about parts failing and not having my computer for a while, so even though I think whatever issue I'm having now is potentially solvable, and obviously I'm streaming now, so it's kind of workable, I'd already been considering upgrading my computer and actually saving some money for it, and this was like enough of a scare that I was like, let's just go for it. So it's kind of exciting to actually be putting it together now and building it. With like computer parts and stuff, like you always want to like wait because parts are always getting better and cheaper. So like the longer you wait, the better your computer is going to become. But also, like, and it's really hard to balance that with like how much life can I get out of my current system before it just like dies. So I think I'm getting maybe slightly ahead of that curve, even though this one did die for like 3 or 4 days. So I didn't get completely lucky or time it perfectly, but like this was enough of a scare that's like, all right, let's just go ahead now. I dodge these grunts. Dude, those grunts went back to spawn. Ooh, we got more hackware. Don't make me flak you. Give me that hackware back. So we have 4 hacking suites now, feeling pretty good. Nuclear cores? Probably take those. Just to replace this at least. Did he drop a hacking suite? Heck yeah. Ooh, I am feeling good about this. Oh, that watcher's gonna alert fronts. Maybe not, actually. Oh, Machinist, you got anything for me? Nope. I want their signal interpreter for my flight transition. Long system's gonna be better than my heatsink, right? Heck yeah, it is. 2 target analyzers, not useful. Although we do have a crit thermal gun. Did I crit him? No, we just wrecked him. Mini grenade launcher, that sounds like a good flight weapon. Huge wheels and chain swords? That sounds like a build. Mini assault cannon. Hey, we don't have compact kinetic cannons. We have some mini ones, I guess. Only 4 mass? I forgot about these. So armored huge wheel is probably not that much better than a normal wheel now either. Combat flight is here. Yeah, it was sitting right under our noses. Man, chainsword's like a nice upgrade over katana, but I think this 3 mass might actually become problematic. So I'm gonna leave that. I wonder if I'll be able to carry light deuterium. Okay, so how much support are we gonna have? Let's figure this out a little bit. Alright, how do I wanna... Let's see. Oh, you guys can see that? Okay, perfect. I'm not using my window capture. Weird. Alright, well, good. You guys can see this then. Alright. We're gonna have... Oh, that's big. Let's turn this down. Oh, and heck yeah, Comic Sans? Perfect. Alright. 3 times improved flight unit equals 15 mass, or 15 support, which means we're gonna get so here's my strategy. I'm gonna go with no storage until I can fab a nuclear pulse array. Then we're gonna put on storage, and that's how we're gonna get by with 15 support. So we're gonna have 2 mass for sensors, Which really needs to be 3 for armor as well. That's gonna be the swap. We say like 2 for the katana. Robo grocery list. Heck yeah. What's up, Chocobo? So we're gonna have either 3 or 5 mass for the engine, which is gonna be either light ion or deuterium. What else am I missing? When you take off the storage, we have like tons of room. I can fit storage on this now too. Am I missing something? What do my flight builds normally look like? Pretty much just this and hackware. Hey, what up, Grizz? Yeah, this is how we do it. You know this is official when it's in Paint and in Comic Sans. We don't need to break out the spreadsheets yet. I do break out spreadsheets on stream quite a bit. You were watching K's VOD and you just got the part where he mentions everything is nerfed and there was a massive heart attack. Oh yeah, there was a big reaction. I actually felt really bad for Kizrati yesterday because he was trying to show off like the cool new legs builds and like how much fun you could have with like the new storage units, and chat spent like 2 hours like just in denial about the flight nerfs. I think he really regretted sharing that at the top of the stream. Pori says you think he's gonna eventually revert the changes. They're not gonna get reverted. They will likely get toned back down a bit, but they're not gonna get reverted. This is a deliberate decision for like how builds should be and how different flight units should be. And for everyone that is upset about the changes, just keep this in mind. Cogmind's been in development for 2 months shy of, actually about 6 weeks shy of 9 years. And this test build and these changes are all part of the same process that has gotten Cogmind up to this point, and is the game that everyone enjoys, and enjoys so much that they actually are upset about some of these changes. And I think it's a really good niche for Flight to be in, and it actually probably creates some potential for other cool stuff. So, and this is just the first step. So I do expect Flight to get toned back a bit, and I think there's going to be other things changed to make it more interesting. I would have some faith in Kizrati and his ability to his view on the game and perspective, and his goals. I think this is a good thing for the game in the long run. Anchor. Are you psychoanalyzing me, Sherlock Cat? That's funny. I like that when you read a book and then you start to notice like all the patterns that the book like highlights immediately afterwards. You weren't infatuated with Flight, so you don't mind the hit, but you never like it when build diversity goes down in any game, especially in a game like this. I mean, build diversity isn't... You should be able to play any build with any propulsion. I think build diversity might be improved a bit by putting Flight further into its own niche where it can excel in doing what it does different than other prop types. No, I do feel bad for players who do think this will affect them a lot. I feel like the reaction that some people are having to the flight nerfs right now are quite similar to my initial reaction to the storage overhaul. And I actually don't know if my initial views on that have changed that much, but I kind of grew fine with it in time. Honestly, I'm okay with like any changes to any game. I try not to get too deep into the reasoning behind them and stuff, I guess. I just look at them as new challenges and new ways to play, and I like to just adapt to what the game is. And I'm not going to try and resist against that. Kisrati, the way the community for Cogmind is, also like players feel like they have more input than you would in like almost any other game community. Kisrati's like always there and always responding to people. So I think people feel like they need to be more vocal, like because they think that they have some power to change things, and they do. Kisrati changes things a lot based on little offhand comments someone makes in like the Discord and stuff. But yeah, I totally think that flight is going to be only made easier from this current build that I'm playing. And that's why I'm really excited to be playing this right now, because I want to play flight when it's at its most difficult and see how we do. Because I actually think we could do an Ascension ++ with... I think we have a good shot at it, honestly. I think there's going to be some dangerous points and some points that are going to have a little bit of RNG. But I think it's going to be fine. Actually, something I mentioned somewhere on Discord yesterday is that new flight kind of shifts variance from... So flight's already really good at mitigating variance through just not getting hit in combat and avoiding like fights. You don't have to deal with the variance that creates like that alert creates and random patrols creates. You get to avoid attrition and the variance that comes with that. You get to fab items and hack more, which reduces variance. So flight is really good at mitigating variance. But now that flight can't be like awesome in combat and carry like tons of armor and stuff like that, it basically shifts all that run variance and like that RNG to getting hit and taking a bad hit and maybe not being able to deal with that hit as much or not having tons of backups to deal with that. And our job as players now that want to like overcome these challenges and these changes to the game that make certain playstyles that we were playing more difficult is to come up with new ways to mitigate this new variance. So you're going to see more like utility and prop shielding, I'm sure. Those are very light utilities that give you a lot of armor and stuff like that. I think that's going to be fun adapting to this. I really do. Flying Brick was good because it purposely patched up Flight's weaknesses. Yeah, Flying Brick basically turned Flight into a tank. Like the philosophy behind Flying Brick, as far as I understand it, is basically damage mitigation. Maximize your avoidance, maximize your force fields. You're using focal shields to reduce kinetic damage and stuff. And that way, like ZXC says, patching up its weaknesses, you get hit once, you don't lose like an important flight unit or something. Because you don't have the capacity to carry more armor normally. Although with the flight builds you can get away with now, like current build are like ridiculous. It is not uncommon to have 120 to 140 mass on a flight build, which is like absurd. You can get away with some crazy things, and speed is so powerful in any roguelike, and it's very powerful in Cogmind, and it's really all you need. But to combine speed with the ability to actually like run any kind of combat build you wanted if you knew what you were doing was like overkill. So I think it's important to have like a balance, almost like a seesaw, where on one side you can be very fast and on the other side you can be very strong at combat. And Flight kind of just tore up that balance. It had both. All right. So did anyone decide if I'm missing anything here? I think we can go ahead and add 5 mass, small storage, and we'll be okay. We can even go with the deuterium engine. Missing the structural scanner. My flight builds usually make ample use of detect traps from terminals, and I can usually get away without that. Quite interested in the possibility of DC Riff flight and dashing into S7 for the new toys. I'd love to see that. That sounds like a fun, crazy new thing. I'm always super hesitant of flight riff because garrisons are like... I think the stasis traps are a huge problem for flight. I don't know if you get around that with structural scanners. Maybe stasis negators or whatever that useless utility has value now. Just riff once on -8 combat. Oh, okay, so you just take riff once. You're not actually garrison diving. About ducks, Klein is yearning for some duck game. We have we've been doing we've been doing community game nights on the Discord server, and we've been playing a lot of kind of like casual social games. It's been a ton of fun. We've done duck game. We've played Ticket to Ride, which is a board game. We played golf with friends last week, which was a ton of fun. So I think we're gonna try and do duck game again on Sunday. If anyone wants to take part in that, definitely join us. We want to play Among Us. I don't know if we have enough people yet. We probably had enough people for Among Us on Sunday. So we've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, and more people have been joining every week. So I think maybe in a few more weeks' time we could definitely get some Among Us going. Definitely can't wait. Yeah, definitely join the Discord and let us know if you want to do Among Us. We're probably like really close to actually being able to play some Among Us, and a lot of us would love to play. What was that in the Discord about stasis traps being worse now? I don't think I saw that. I think someone might have been talking about how a lot of people are playing with lower mass, so stasis traps are better. Hey, what up, Vectus? Is Comic Sans a sign of no salt? I guess it is. I guess you could take it that way. Comic Sans is a font for our flight memes. So is this our build in -7 materials? Or not materials, factory? I feel like we can pull this off right away. We actually don't have improved flight units yet, so that might be a problem. I like it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm gonna take this for now. Alright. I had to change my... Now we have chat on the screen. Good talk. I love pulling up some MS Paint and doing some Comic Sans strategy. And we've decided that the light deuterium engine is enough. I can actually get rid of our... Oh, I guess I don't even have the backup power anymore. So what are our goals on this floor? More hackware? We need flight units, I guess. I guess I gotta see if there's a hauler here with flight units. Nice one, I am okay. I'm actually am quite surprised that Vectus didn't say anything. Get wrecked, grunt. Alright, can we get Holler Manifest? Power shielding. Reflective plating. That's bad. Okay. Oh, alarm traps? I'm not gonna stay out of there. There's a VTOL module. 4 support. That's a little low for us. Security level 1. I don't think we care about backup power that we can get from there. I'm not gonna bother sitting around while I repair something there either. What's light nuclear core look like? Mass 5. Worse than light deuterium? No, light deuterium's worse. And the game doesn't even know it. No auto swaps on that. Whoa! Oh my god. If this isn't a time for a launcher, I don't know what is. Get wrecked, nerd. Dude, how many swarmers did we just kill in one volley? Like 6 or 7? That was amazing. I think it might have been 5. Regardless, that was beautiful. More light armor just in time. Oh, I don't have anything. What do I kill Watchers with? Katanas? I don't have anything that's not minus salvage. IR might be genuinely useful now for regenerating core. Dude, the 1-to-8 ratio is really bad. It's actually really hard to get useful core regen out of it. I feel like that should get toned down to 1-to-6. I've suggested that before. It'd make it better for regenning core, and it would make it like a little bit more balanced for regenning integrity on items. I had a run where in A0 I tried regenerating core, and it was just so bad. I picked up like a bunch of armor and like legs, and I got like 200 core back. Ooh, that actually made me a lot slower. IR is like the least effective AA. I don't know about that. IRs are like really good. do we got? No flight units. Oh, core regenerator? Yeah. I value core regenerator a little more than a lot of people. Because I've had a lot of runs where -1 attrition can actually come into play if you're playing like a normal combat build and not like a flight build. Or if you didn't get some good tools to like shoo the architect immediately. Core attrition can become a major problem. And core regenerators are great for that. Can allow you to proc CRM buddies multiple times. That's interesting. Oh, there's a sensor array. I'm gonna take this in preparation. Oh, I need to get a small storage and ditch this medium for now. And ditch the large as well. Proof grenade launchers? Sure. Alright, let's start thinking about our flight transition here. I guess I don't have that many wasted slots right now. We're gonna be fighting on the next floor, so I definitely want some of this combat stuff still. I wonder if I want to pick up more treads though. I got enough. Hey, don't talk that kind of heresy here, Vectus. We like Trojan track here. It is bad when you fail the hack though. I'll give you that. Utility shielding? Oh, we gotta make some room for that. Is Trojan track the new Trojan botnet? Yo, don't... No one start saying Trojan botnet is bad in here. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pull out the Comic Sans again and explain why Trojan botnet is good. I can never tell if people actually think that's bad or not. Am I familiar with any of the new alien artifacts? Got my eyes on any? I've seen all 4 of them, and they're all super sweet. I like them a lot. The warp drive, or whatever it's called, is kind of broken right now, but I love the idea behind it. The one is basically Passwall from DCSS, which is just awesome. I want to use that to... I think I said in the Patreon channel, it makes me want to use that and stab an ogre or something. Dude, I think the integrator is sweet. In A0, you can end up with matter and energy problems, and it can be really problematic, and I think that actually helps with that. Especially on matter builds that want to swap parts a lot. I think that's going to be pretty good. And it gives you 50% chance to avoid faulty effects. I mean, that's okay. I think the integrator is fine. It doesn't take up a slot. Anything that like gives you like benefit and doesn't take up a slot is like really strong in Cogmind. Oh, EM pulse cannons. Here we go. This is a build. I don't have enough power for this. How many of these do I want? Dude, this is tough. I want my storage back. Okay, so Sherlock, there's the warp drive that lets you move as far as you possible in a straight line in one turn. The pass wall one lets you move through 3 wall tiles for free. The integrated mediator makes it so it halves the cost for matter and energy for attaching parts, and it also makes faulty parts have a 50% chance of not having a negative effect when attached. And the last one lets you, when you evolve, it's a processor that you equip. When you evolve, it lets you redistribute all of your part slots. So you could evolve and have 20 power slots for the last floor if you wanted, which is pretty insane. And that S7 alien artifact pool needed to get diluted a bit because, first of all, people are dependent on items that show up in there, like the integrated singularity reactor and IRs, and they're in a current state where you can almost rely on finding them like every game. Most seeds probably have those kinds of things, so I think not having like very strong items that are almost guaranteed but not guaranteed is a good thing. And they're very interesting and unique items in their own right, so I'm definitely happy to see those. I think those are excellent additions to the game, even if some of them might need to be rebalanced a bit. I guess I only take 2 EM pulse cannons here. I kind of want assault rifles so I can farm watchers and stuff for their parts, and I can't do that with cannons. I guess I'll keep like 1 flat cannon. Do something like this. And hackware? Do I need hackware right now? I'm gonna have 5 free slots. That's exactly how much hackware I have right now. I wouldn't mind having 1 more hackware, actually. I think we're gonna need the battery. Because we're gonna be running at a slight energy deficit. That could be important. Let's make Integrator 100% immune to faulty. You know, that would actually be on par with the power level of the other items in that pool. Like, Core Membrane makes you immune to corruption, which is like 1,000,000 times better than that. Plus 20 energy generation for no slots or any downside is 1,000,000 times better than that. I wouldn't mind that. That'd actually be pretty cool. I actually like that idea, ZXC. Do I take more hackware? This is tough. You know what? I don't need to equip 3 armor platings right now. How about we do that? I'm gonna equip one right now. Alright. We kill watchers now. Should take one of these wheels too. Oh, not compact, that makes me a little slow. They're all compact. It's gonna take me forever to farm watchers, isn't it? I think hover on -7 factory to flight transition is actually an okay option too. Yeah, what was I thinking? There's no way I'm killing a watcher. Is this level 1? think we care about that. I'm gonna take a thermal cannon for killing programmers on the next floor and ditch the flat cannon. Signal interpreters. That's all I really need, actually. And I'll probably end up fabbing a long-range sensors because these improved ones are kind of bad. But they're workable, especially if you play around your terrain pretty well. So all I really need are the flight units, and I can actually pull off flight pretty good right now. Which is a big thing to be missing for a flight build, is flight units. But, alright. What do I want to drop for this? More armor? I'll probably get rid of treads. I gotta get used to not carrying as many backups. Alright, we have a bunch of terminals down here. Maybe I try to pull some schematics. Well, that happened. Oh my god. What exit is this? That's just a door. Do I just leave? Well, we're not afraid of 2 investigations. There's 3 more terminals down here, and probably an exit. I'm not walking all the way back to this exit, so we may as well go here. A system shield would actually be kind of good if I can get a system shield off one of these guys. More hackware. Particle charger. No room for that. Can we recall something? I don't think I want to. I'd rather get hacks off. I want a botnet in case I get a level 2 terminal. And how about schematic improved flight unit? Sweet. I think long range sensor array is 4, rating 4. Yeah, I can't get that yet. What else am I missing? Can I get improved hackware yet? No. I don't think I really need to fab any more schematics right now. Let's see if we can get the recall. No. Weight redistribution? I don't think any of the low-level ones are going to be worthwhile. Because a lot of them are like, you can put on the weight redistribution and it just gives you enough extra support to carry an engine to power it. Well, I am out of energy. And I have a lot of heat. So assault rifle time. I can turn this off to save heat. If we want to run EM, we probably want a second power supply, which is an interesting consideration on the next floor since we're not doing flight yet. If we want to go 2 power 4 prop flight to facilitate that, but meh. I don't know if it's worth it. I'd rather max out utility slots. The hack snowball is real. Okay, I would like more hackware. Wait, no, I already have one equipped. I don't think we really need any more hackware, actually. We're gonna fill up all our slots and have 1 in the inventory. And we're only gonna have 4 inventory slots on the next floor. Actually, no, we're gonna go small storage, that's right. And actually, I didn't pick up a small storage yet. We're gonna switch medium out for small. Plasma cutter. Nothing to really plasma cut yet. think we do want a data jack. Huge storage. I was running it earlier. It makes us too slow. I wasn't a fan. Hey, Mini Mogul, welcome. Good afternoon. I might actually ditch the EM. It's good against sentries, but really bad against like grunt squads right now because I can't shoot it that much. Oh, I actually have spare slots too. Oh, shoot. There's a sentry right there. Let's get a little bit of value out of this EM. I'm gonna grab this matter as well. Advanced signal interpreters. Now we're talking. Already out of energy. Oh, my thing's off, no wonder. No free slots? What are you talking about? Oh, flak guns, baby. Oh. Just before getting into factory, here we go. No, I don't think ZXC plays NetHack. Are you thinking about Luxadream? Luxadream, Steno, or Adeon are probably the people you're thinking of for NetHack speedruns. This spear is tempting for a DM kill. Do I take the spear over the katana? I think I will. It doesn't really change much for digging. I think you'd enjoy NetHack, ZXC. So we ditched everything for flat guns now, right? For anyone that missed it, my last run was a flat guns only challenge run where we got all the way through access twice using nothing but flat guns the whole game. And I was going for extended, but we ran out of flat guns before I could find it. We got pretty bad draws on access. I found the access surface exit twice because we looped through a garrison to try and find the next one. So we did not get to take it as far as I wanted, but yeah, that was good fun. We could run Grav Mag. Can I support the energy upkeep of this? I can. Do I run 3 Grav Mags to transition to flight? Maybe we don't go all in on hackware. I'm tempted to make this switch. I think this could be fun. And that way I don't have to get bogged down by combat. Let's try it. Why not? I don't know if this is optimal, but I think it'll be fun. What do you think is the worst weapon that's viable for the X-Only challenge? Before this afternoon, I would have said welding torch, but Aomika showed us how powerful welding torches are in Cogminder. Or was that a different item? That was pretty funny, regardless. X only, like flat guns only. melee only, stuff like that. Oh, you're talking about just carrying hover? I'm thinking about just using it. Dude, we're not even that slow, and we're like 3 times overweight on. I'm actually faster than I was on the wheel. This new speed system feels exploitable. Like this ain't bad. I guess overweight hover was always pretty decent. That overweight hover might become a new meta again. How about analysis? Swarmer? We have new swarmers yet? Guess not. Hunter. Operator. Yeah, that's fine. Have I ever been interviewed by roguelike radio podcasts like ZXC? I was on there for 7DRL 2019. Yeah, I'm actually not like super. I don't want to say like proud. I don't know what the word is, but like, I wasn't feeling great when I was on the show. I don't know if it comes through, and it was a little awkward because it was my first 7DRL, and I played like 30 games, but the first half of the show was talking about last year, and talking about people who made games and like the development, because a few of the other people that were on the show were contributed. So I actually didn't even like get to talk for like an hour. And also the dynamic with the podcast where it had like there were like 5 people on the show. It was actually hard to talk, like to actually like, get a word in. And I realized like later, because usually I'm like pretty laid back and chill about things. I realized that I had to like talk quickly if I actually wanted to say anything, and I didn't want to like cut in on people like that, but like to actually like raise a point before like a new topic started, you had to like kind of talk pretty fast. I didn't realize that till later. So it was interesting. It was pretty fun, and I had a good time talking on it. But yeah, it was like I don't know if I come off as like nervous or something, but I remember I wasn't feeling great that day, and I was like I wish I was a little better on it. But yeah, I was on for I think it was the 2019 7DRL, and I had a good time. You never did listen to your episode afterwards? You know what's funny? I've been going back through Roguelike Radio, and your episode was on. I listened to it like really recently. It was a pretty good one in general. I actually think you were really good on the show, ZXC, because you it actually was a pretty interesting contrast between you and Demise being like 2 DCSS players on there, because Demise is like kind of cocky and stuff. But I thought you like had some very like salient points and like talked about strategy and things pretty well. "15 minutes of Nern fame," yeah. Since we're talking about it, maybe I'll tease this right now. I was thinking about doing my own podcast very, very soon. Because there was something I was going to do in like a YouTube format, and then just like a week ago, I realized it would work better as a podcast. So I might try to do a test, like a pilot episode the next like 2 weeks or something. I've never done it before, and I haven't thought about it too much, but I might just wing it for the first like 1 or 2, and then like really try to like get more serious with it. And I guess I don't want to like give away what the podcast is going to be about. But it was something I was going to do for YouTube, and then I realized it would be much better on a podcast format. Tonecast? I'm probably going to call it the Tonehack roguelike gaming podcast, which I think just has probably decent SEO. Well, actually, the SEO on that is probably horrible because everything's so normal, but I do want it to be like easily searchable for people that want to look for like a roguelikes podcast. So it would probably just be, so far I'm just thinking tonehack roguelike gaming podcast. Something like that. I'll probably call it the Tonecast for short. A lot of people make a YouTube video and then upload the audio as a podcast. Yeah, I could do something like that. I don't know, I'll have to think about it, because using the podcast format gives me more ability to do other things that I wouldn't do on YouTube. Roguelike Radio is a good name. It's got like a little bit of alliteration in there. There's video, you feel obligated to watch the video. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have much useful video. I'd probably have like random gameplay montages in the background. I don't really think that's necessary. But yeah, I'd actually like to try and record next weekend and maybe get that started. But I have so much going on right now with my computer I have to build and stuff. It's like really weird timing. And I want to get my website going, which I've been trying to like get started so I can actually host it somewhere. And actually, I don't know anything about hosting podcasts. Or like, I haven't looked into anything about like, I don't know like what the general process for editing them is. Like, obviously I have like a microphone, I can do streams. Like, I know how to just like put out audio and record. But I want to like do it better. But it's been on my mind for a while to do a podcast. And at first I was going to do like a blog post on a topic and then kind of talk about that topic as a podcast, as a pairing. But the kind of topics I was going to do were going to be things that I'd probably spend like a while writing about. It'd take a lot of hours. This podcast is going to be a little more casual, and I think a little bit easier to just have like content that I could do frequently. So I'm actually pretty excited to try it out. It'd probably be a monthly thing. But yeah, since we're talking about it, I'd love to hear y'all's feedback about that. I think it's going to be fun. Alright, do I just make the switch right now? I think we're gonna YOLO it, and just have some fun here. So let's start ditching stuff. We could actually carry quite a bit on the grav mag. Not gonna lie, I don't listen to much podcasts. I mean, if YouTube just works better for people's workflow, just like to pull it up on like in a browser window while you're working or something, in the background, I could definitely upload them to YouTube as well. I just don't think I'd have any kind of super dedicated... I wouldn't put a lot of effort into editing. I might just play silent, like, stream VODs for the relevant games in the background or something. You think it might be cool to have gameplay with commentary from someone else live? I've done stuff like that for NetHack a lot. And actually... Luxadream, I was talking to him earlier this week. He's become a very, very, very good NetHack speedrunner. Like, pretty consistent, sub 2 hours. He has the world record 2 times now, with about an hour and 3 minute speedrun or something. Actually, no, he got sub 1 hour in 3.7 beta. And I think he got like 102 or an hour and 2 minutes in vanilla now as well, like current stable version. He's been practicing because he wants to do like GDC or something, and he's actually been working pretty hard on that. He's practicing like tiles and stuff to make it like accessible. And he was practicing doing his own commentary, but I think we might do something where I commentate as a couch commentator or something. What's my aim with the podcast? I don't know if I want to give away too much information right now until I release it. But it would kind of be like current events and roguelikes, and then like stuff that happens like in the past month that's notable, and then maybe just like a random topic. And then I think I'd like to have a guest on. And I don't want to do like an interview format, but they could either join me in the end for the topic or hang out the whole time and just we can banter a bit. So, I don't know. I think it'd be cool. And I would try to keep it to 30 to 60 minutes, but knowing me, I think that would be very hard for me to to not talk for like 2 hours. So that's going to be something fun to check out. Yeah, I have a lot of podcasts that I kind of use for inspiration. Oh, hang on, I'm not done transitioning here. I think that'll be a lot of fun though. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be scary. I am excited to see how this next floor goes, because we're not particularly fast on hover. I wonder if I can restock on matter here before I leave. That's pretty good. Oh, no problem at all, Mini Mogul. When I stream, it's more about chat interaction and hanging out with you guys. I do YouTube stuff and I'm completely focused on the commentary, but the streams are about community interaction. And I know some people probably like want me to get back to the game or whatever, but I do like having opportunities to stop and talk about stuff, and whether it's other stuff that's going on with my content and community and channels, like the potential podcast thing, I think that's awesome. I like taking chances to stop and talk about game strategy, like we did with when I pulled out the Comic Sans earlier. We get a teaser for the first topic. I don't know what it is, but I'll be talking about some like roguelike news and like current events. And maybe I'll talk about this new Cogmind release a bit. I think it'd be fun to talk about like the new secret that we unveiled last week in Golden Crone Hotel, maybe, because that feels like a pretty cool event in roguelikes, and I think there's a lot of cool design stuff to discuss with that. I might talk about the DCSS tournament that's wrapping up this weekend, different stuff like that. So high cap storage is 40 mass. Once I swap this out for small storage, will be good. I can actually carry medium for a while. Maybe I grab medium for the time being. Oh, I can carry the flight units and make a proper transition. Alright. I think I equipped 2 more hacking suites now. And can I swap this straight up? Auto drop 2 items. That's fine. I can actually equip the data jack. Pick these up. Alright, we're at 52 speed. We can't outrun swarmers and programmers, but we have like a little bit of a flight hack build going. You think I actually have too many hacking suites? Maybe. It depends how many I get to fab on this floor. So my hack and fab strategy is generally on -7. I fab as much advanced hacking suites and system shields as I use for almost the entire rest of the game. So I usually do have a lot of hacking suites in my inventory by the end of this floor. I don't think we're going to get an opportunity to fab a lot of advanced hacking suites for 2 reasons. They're rating 6, which means I need a security level 3 terminal. My actual priority fab on this floor is a nuclear pulse array. Which is also rating 6, because this gives us 13 support for 2 slots, which is pretty good for compared to the improved flight units. And this is kind of how we get around the flight nerfs for now. So you have very limited security level 3 terminals on -7 materials or factory maps. and it's really hard to pull schematics from them. Like, usually you want to get a ton of botnets going and maybe have an operator buddy or two and then just like fill up with hackware. So you usually only really get to pull like 1 or 2 items from them at this depth. So this is going to be our first pull, and then I'm probably going to start looking at maybe micro fission cores or then advanced hacking suites. So I don't know, we might have too much hackware. But if we have the inventory and nothing else to fill in that slot, I'm okay with it for now. I might swap 1 or 2 out temporarily for my storage and sensors just to get that hack off on the security level 3 terminal. So I don't know. And I actually thought I was going to have one more slot, and actually 2 of these I just picked up at the last minute because I had extra storage, so they are definitely droppable as well. Man, I am enjoying this so much. I think this is where we're gonna call this stream quits for now. This is about how long I wanted to play for. So my goal this weekend, since I saw the whatchamacallit, this new build drop this morning in my time zone, is I really wanted to try out this flight, and I want to do the whole run this weekend. So I figured we'd play a little bit tonight so I could get a head start on it, because I wasn't going to finish up tomorrow. We'll see how far we can go tomorrow, but now we're in a really fun spot. Like, we are going to transition to flight immediately. We're already using the rebalanced hover units. So we're into the thick of the game, and I am super excited to continue this. I feel like I can do this all night, but I'm just going to wait for my normal stream time tomorrow. So thank you all for joining us in our this very casual, informal Friday night stream. And I'll be back tomorrow at my normal time, 2 p.m. Eastern, which is what, like 5 p.m. Universal time, UTC, I think. So sometime around that. You can search 2 p.m. New York time. I should be back. And I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out. And I think we have a good shot at getting an Ascended++ win. I'm taking a big risk here, but we're going to have fun here. So hopefully I don't throw on this floor. And yeah, check out the Discord link that Klein just showed up. On Sunday, we should be doing another community game night, probably Duck Game, which is a lot of fun last time. Looking forward to it.